Okay, so when you think of a smartwatch, what exactly comes to your mind? Is it a fitness tracker inside a dial of a smartwatch, or is it a hybrid of a smartphone and a watch? Well, for me, it's basically the latter one, something that the Amazfit GTS is not. That said, as a smartwatch, it is still a pretty good option, especially for those of you who want an Apple Watch for their Android devices. Hey guys, this is Varun from Guiding Tech, and this is my review of the Amazfit GTS. Okay, so I've been using the GTS for about 2 weeks now and I have some mixed feelings about it. Now, I suggest you guys to watch the video to the end so that you know whether you want to buy it or not, based on whether you can relate to my usage or not. See, everyone uses their watches differently, so yeah, although I'll be highlighting all the points, the perception of whether to buy it or not would vary from user to user. So yeah, stick to the end. Let's address the elephant in the room, which is the design. Now, obviously, it looks a lot like the Apple Watch, which is kind of given considering all square-sized watches look like the Apple Watch. Now, that is something that the company was targeting, but personally, I genuinely wish that the design was at least functional. For instance, look at this crown on the side. Now, on the Apple Watch, it's used to navigate between menus, but here it serves absolutely no purpose. It rotates but doesn't do anything. All it does is basically act as a normal button. That's it. Now you can tap on it to power on and off the watch or hold it down to trigger a quick action, which by the way is customizable just like the watch faces. Now speaking of watch faces, there are a plethora of watch faces inside the app, and you can even download some custom watch faces from another website that I'll be linking down in the description box. Now if you're someone like me who wants to customize them to an whole extent, there's also an option to set your custom image. Like I've set a custom meme here, so that's your choice. Now when it comes to the overall UI, that's where the Amazfit loses all its point. For instance, everything here, everything essential is mostly hidden inside menus. It's not complicated to use, but all the things that you would usually require are hidden inside various menus. Now speaking of things being hidden, there are absolutely no widgets here as well. So you just get 3 screens on this watch. There's a main screen, then there's the step counter, and then there's the heart rate monitor, and that's it. Everything else is hidden inside the menu, which is a very big hassle. Why is it a big hassle, you ask? See, I can get through with all of the things, but what triggers me the most is the way the watch handles notification. Like it literally triggers me and makes me so damn angry. Okay, so imagine this. You're sitting inside a meeting and a message from your family group pops up. Ideally, you would ignore that, which is fine because that's not important at that moment. At the same time, or a few moments later, a message from an important contact comes in. So what does the watch do? It shows you the same family message. Like, what purpose does that serve? And you know what? I would still be fine with it. You know how I called about things being hidden? Well, that's true for notifications as well. If you want to see notifications, you have to swipe up, open the app drawer, tap on notifications and see all your notifications. Even there, you don't get all the notifications. You will get the original family message and then you'll get 3 messages from 2 new contacts. Like that's way too stupid and literally dissolves the overall purpose of a smartwatch. Oh, and things don't end there. There's absolutely no way to even reply to them. I'm not asking for a T9 keyboard here. Just give me quick replies. Just let me say okay, talk to you later, or something like that. There's absolutely no response here. Now I know this can be fixed with a firmware update, but I genuinely don't see that happening. Amazfit has been around for a long time and this is one thing that has been a core part of their UI and it hasn't been fixed so far. But where it does impress me is the battery life. Now when I said that I've been using it for 2 weeks, I meant 2 weeks continuously. The watch came, I charged it fully and I've been using it since then. Now the first thing that I want to highlight is the watch is super light. I mean it's so light that you forget you even have it on. Yes, when I take it off because I have it tightened a little bit, there's still a mark on my hand. But even then, I don't really remember wearing it on. That is the reason why you can actually wear it all day long for 12 days. So you can see the screenshot here and you can see that the watch has lasted me throughout 12 days with active heart rate monitoring and sleep tracking. Now that is amazing. Get it? Now there's one thing that I do like about the UI, which is the quick settings. Now you get 4 options here, one's for flashlight, the others for DND, Then there's the brightness control, and the last control is for locking it. Personally, my favorite has been the brightness control. Now I know it sounds weird, but it works really well. So although I have set it on automatic brightness and the sensors seem to be doing a pretty good job, you can actually push it all the way up and this thing gets super bright. I mean, there's the dedicated flashlight mode just for that purpose. I know when I got this feature, I was like, why would I want a flashlight on my smartwatch? I mean, what will it be able to do? But I cannot even remember the countless number of times when I've walked in late at home because I get free from office very late, and then I'm walking down the stairs and it's pitch dark and I turn on my flashlight on my smartwatch and it just illuminates the whole hallway, which is great. So yeah, that is a feature that I know surprises a lot of people, but is something that you should definitely look out for. As for tracking, it's pretty good as well. Now there's the standard heart rate tracking and the sleep counter, which is good. The step counter does a pretty good job of eliminating all the random jerks, so I don't get any random spikes in my steps while I'm driving, which is essential for me. There's also GPS inside the watch, so you don't have to connect with your smartphone all the time, and you can just use it to track your movement while you're cycling, walking, jogging, whatever. Speaking of that, the watch comes with preset workout modes, and while there are only a handful of them, it should get the job done for most of you guys out there. Now another thing that I want to highlight here is that this does not have any internal storage. Now while there is a music app here, it's only to control the music playing already on your smartphone. There's no internal storage here, no speaker here, so no calls, no music playback, nothing of that sort. Now for me, that's not a deal breaker because I don't really fancy all of that stuff. But for Ashish in my team, he likes to take calls on his watch even if the phone is like in his pocket or kept somewhere else in the room, or just listen to the music while he's at the gym working out, and you can just keep your smartphone away at a specific distance because this does not have LTE. So what's the verdict here? Well, the Amazfit GTS retails for about Rs 10,000. Now that's not a cheap amount. And whether you like it or not, the overall design is, yes, it's subject to discussion, but it's not functional. And with a price tag of 10,000, it's definitely overpriced. So for the same price, you can get either of the Honor Magic Watch or the Huawei Watch GT, both the first generation products, which offer a lot more features, more workout programs, and overall a better UI as well. You can also sync the data to Google Fit or your preferred Fit app, which is great. The only thing that you'll miss out is the Apple Watch-like design, which kind of explains the overall product. See, the company is targeting it as a fashion product, which is something that I absolutely agree with. It's basically let down by the UI, but I don't see that changing a lot. Now that may not be the case for you, and if you still like it and if the compromises are something that you can live with, there will be a buying link for the same in the description box below. Also, we have another video coming up with some neat tricks for both the Amazfit GTS and the Amazfit GTR, a review for which is also due if I'm not wrong. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Well, that's me signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.